Hello, Quantic Media. This is DarkLiberator, and today I thought I'd be introducing myself on Go for Omen Rush in Battlefield 3. So let's begin here. So usually for Rush, I usually go medic, medic train with friends. Usually, but here I'm playing by myself. I'm using the M16A3 with foregrip and forex scope, and it's my favorite weapon because the lack of spread on it, and it's pretty powerful. But they're gonna nerf the foregrip supposedly. It's subject to change in the patch notes, but they're probably gonna nerf it, I suspect, and balance the other attachments. Another good kit I recommend is the L85 with a suppressor and foregrip. People probably wonder why I'm recommending a suppressor, but I found it's really beast, and you can really kill snipers at far ranges with a suppressor. Just tap shots, and they really die pretty far. And as you notice, I'm using the colorblind mode, which I really love to use because I can easily read the words on it and, read my teammates' names and chat and all that sort of thing. But I like it better than the default one. I was really glad when DICE added it on. It really helps my, well, so-called competitive skills. So here's a bit of background on me. I pretty much spent about 8 years gaming so far, and most of that was actually in playing real-time strategy games. I never touched first-person shooters until a couple years ago, when I played Wolfenstein Enemy Territory and enjoyed the hell out of it. I scrimmed in some clans there. And then I went to a shop and found a game called 2142. It was like, wait a second, this looks interesting. So I bought it and was astounded to learn that it was fun as hell. So I bought all the other Battlefield games ever since then, except for Bad Company 1 and Modern Combat, which I've yet to play. But besides that, so far Battlefield has been a lot of fun, and it's about teamwork. And for me, it's just playing with a lot of friends and TeamSpeak and just screaming your head off when you win. So how did I get the name DarkLiberator? Well, first off, I don't even remember. I think it was from a friend of mine in school, and he suggested, I think he was making a joke about liberating something. And then it stuck to me, and I named myself DarkLiberator in Wolfenstein Enemy Territory when I scrimmed there. And ever since then, I've stuck with the name and haven't abandoned it. So I was under a different gaming name when I played Age of Empires 2, but it wasn't really important since I didn't really scrim in that. So DarkLiberator has been really awesome to me, I guess you could say. So I first got interested in making videos when I saw some random Backcountry 2 videos, such as people trolling Wookiees, and I was like, hey, I want to do that too. And I also watched all sorts of other ones, from Source Games and other things. So when I finally got a decent computer to start recording, I started recording random games that I did, random gameplay, until it occurred to me I could start doing commentaries, which was starting to become really popular in Backcountry 2. So I did them too, but I did it occasionally, and also some live commentaries. Usually I was for putting out fun stunt videos and that sort of thing. And eventually from like last year, June, when people got crazy about Battlefield 3 and started playing the hell out of Backcountry 2, that's where we kicked into full mode, where we put out all sorts of random amazing stuff that we did competitively and also for fun. So basically that's how I wound up. And then Battlefield 3 came out, and then we still do videos for that, and hope to do even more for that, obviously. So maybe I should start talking about the game itself here. So some basic tips I can give you are such as use the bloody minimap to look at players. I swear to God, nobody knows this. Like, lots of people don't even look at the map at all. They just rush in and hope that there's nobody there. But sometimes it doesn't really work. Sometimes the minimap doesn't show players that are actually there because it's a suppressor and all that. And some other tips I can suggest are such as use colorblind mode, use smoke, but smoke can be a two-sided devil, where like you'll be blocking the vision of your teammates, and that guy put C4 on the MCOMs. I'm not sure if I approve of that practice, but it's not like Backcountry 2, where if you put C4 around the MCOM, the building would collapse on it, and then you have taken out your own MCOM, or the enemy has taken out the MCOM. But in this game, at least you can't take out the MCOM with a building, or you can't even blow it up. You have to arm it or disarm it, and it goes into overtime. So you could say that Battlefield 3's rush mode is even better than Backcountry 2's. While Backcountry 2's, you could say, was a crude prototype version, but they were both good rush modes for both games. So in my opinion, they're both good for both games, so whatever. I play only on PC and PC in general, and I do have a controller, but I don't use it for first-person shooters. It's not like I hate controllers and consoles, as somebody probably might accuse me of. I just find using a controller for a first-person shooter is an alien concept to me. It's just strange to me in general. I just like mouse and keyboard better. I'd probably use a controller for like racing or even driving vehicles in Battlefield 3, or even for Assassin's Creed, but not for shooting in first person personally. I'm sure a lot of people will do that and are probably more comfortable with a controller, but I'm more comfortable with a mouse, and basically that's what I'm good at, pretty much. And though if they ever bring like console requirement only for Battlefield, that would really suck. And they've already done it a few times with 1943 and Bad Company 1. I hope they don't ever do that again. I like to see all the games across all platforms, just so everybody can try it. They're awesome games. Okay, I speeded up this segment a little so I can get to the tank gameplay part. Now for tanks, I usually use canister and smoke. Smoke is to fend off the javelins, and canister is to kill annoying things like helicopters or engineers or far-off snipers. And yes, I recommend it. Canister is my favorite combo so far. I've used heavy MG, used guided missile, and though guided missile for tanks is pretty beast, if you've got a third guy to lock on stuff for you, like a SOFLAM, you can easily take out all the targets with CTV and the guided missile. But I like canister so far because the ability to wreak havoc on the pilots and helicopter pilots is really amazing. It's really nice. So canister is my favorite so far. Now for tips, obviously if you get hit by one RPG, you back away and try to take out the guy, because one RPG usually means a couple more engineers are hiding there ready to fire RPGs at you. For javelins, well, smoke is pretty much for there, and I'd back out of that area quickly and see where the guy's firing you from. Sometimes it might be a SOFLAM somewhere very far off, and they are really annoying. I'm not sure about SOFLAMs, if they should be nerfed or benefited. They're really beast if you got two guys, but in pub games like this, usually you don't really see a recon and an engineer working together to take out a tank. I mean, that's absurd to hear of in this game. And to me, the tanks handle a little poorly. Pretty much all the vehicles in this game are just strange. Like, you get a lav stuck on a rock, or the tank will just start sliding for no reason. Well, that's pretty much Frostbite 2 physics for the win, eh? Basically, there. So the game is coming to a wrap here, and I'm using canister to keep their team pinned down. And people might wonder if this is a legit tactic, but it is. You want to keep them pinned at their spawn, otherwise they'll go up and disarm it, and then you have to arm it all over again. It could get really annoying. So I do it, and you get the added bonus of a few kills who are helpless. So basically, that's it. The game's over. So please check out my channel, and if you like anything there, and please subscribe. And thanks for watching, guys, and peace out. Please post any comments on what you thought of this commentary and what you thought of the gameplay, pretty much, and of what my thoughts are on various weapons. So basically, thanks for watching.